We are here at John Deere introducing our first to market mastless integrated grade control solution on our 333 compact track loader. One of the key features of our new solution is 3D grade control capability, and we have a dozer blade on the front that we built purposely for the size and the performance of this machine, so they're highly tied together in terms of optimization to perform well with each other. The good news about our dozer blade is it's easily removable to connect to any other of the 50 attachments that John Deere offers at a push of a button right from the cab. One of the interesting features that we are also offering in this package is what we call our dozer mode control. And so at a push of a button, the operator can change from the traditional skid steer or compact track loader pattern to what we call dozer mode, which operates much like a crawler with a blade on the front to help those customers that are used to running heavier equipment as they move into a more compact and portable, transportable, and versatile piece like a CTL. We started this project many years ago by talking to customers and understanding some of their needs. And what we found is customers are building their own versions of these with their local dealers. They'll go out and buy any random number of grading type attachments. They will cobble together and try to integrate a monitor into the cab to help, it has the map loaded to it. They will put masts on the front of the attachments that are vulnerable to some damage, if you will. And at the end of the day, the total package has some deficiencies. So like a box blade grading attachment, they're really good at spreading material, but they're not so good and strong and robust enough to cut a grade. So they have to change and have another attachment to cut their grade and then spread material. With our solution, we're designing in such a way that you can use our blade to spread material as well as cut a grade. So one attachment to do two different types of tasks. The CTL is going to be available. We're working hard every day to bring this to market as soon as possible with the hopes of having this available to our customers later this year. One of the things that we heard is in a skid steer control pattern today, a traditional CTL or skid steer control pattern, it's very difficult to run it. For example, if you take a skid steer control and you pull back to get your elevation, your height of the attachment, the boom comes up, and then your blade is no longer in the grading position. And so we don't want that. We want to keep our boom down on the stops so when you're pushing, the draft load is going through the frame. It's very rigid. If you come off the stops, raise it up for elevation off the stops with the skid steer control pattern, there's a lot of linkage and bushings and pivots that become very squishy, and you lose some of your accuracy when it's up high like that. So with dozer mode, we electronically can read the elevation, and we know when the blade is wanting to come up off the stop under heavy load, and we can pulse hydraulics to keep that and push it down and keep it down, so you get a nice smooth grade and you get that kind of that weight of that machine behind it supporting that structure. And what we're finding when we started this whole journey of research and talking to customers, unemployment is very low, as you know, and finding laborers to run smaller pieces of equipment is difficult. And so what this will do for them is it gives them the ability to take maybe a good operator and really make them great. They can do less passes more accurately. At the end of the day, less material yield, because if you have a nice, smooth, accurate pass, you don't have to fill in with extra concrete, for example. And so those are the benefits to help customer get a good return on investment with a smaller piece of equipment.